We are live. All right, let's share this screen. Let's do the window. My head is blocking the 1 hour, but that should be fine since we're not going to be using it that much. Let's move this here. Morning, YouTube folk. Hope all of y'all slept well. We still got about 14 minutes till 9:30. So we're just going to hang out in the meantime. For those who are new here, and you've never been to one of my live trading sessions, I don't talk much. You can definitely ask questions, but I only really start talking unless I see something. I do have a TTO forming on the 5-minute. Phil, I am not in anything. I'm just waiting until 9:30. I'm treating this as a regular day where I don't really take any trades pre-market. So there is a TTO forming on the 5-minute on YM. I'm just watching it though. Yeah. Well, if you are paper trading futures, this is definitely a great opportunity. What are you trading? RTY? You might want to trade M2K. That's the micro of RTY. Yeah, I think it's gonna take you $50. Probably gonna take you $100 in like 2 seconds with those quick 2 points. Yeah, I would use I'll start off with 2 M2K contracts just so you can practice with 2 of them. That'll give you what is it, $5 per point. You get $1 per tick, $10 per point. Then you can practice scaling out.
Ask him if he watched your intro video. I told him to watch that last week. He said he was gonna watch it.
Oh, that's a
He went
great
straight
question.
He went straight to the he went straight to the chart for the money.
The tick chart?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Did you watch it, Phil? We watched some of it on Zoom together. Well, all I will say is this. If you want to succeed, you're going to have to put in the work and the dedication. Because I just summarized like half a year's worth of learning in like 20 minutes. I'm sure you can stomach that. 30 minutes, however long the class is. Because if you don't know, especially for futures, if you don't know what you're doing, rest in peace. Especially for those who go to NQ off rip. The TTO just triggered on YM on the 5 minute. Looks like the TTO on M2K just completed. Yeah, just completed on M2K. Let's see if YM follows suit. Cool. Just completed on YM. Or almost, anyway. How many more ticks we got? 2 more. I'm not sure who was in yesterday's class, but this is pretty much how we want TTOs to be, kind of just to go straight up to the target. If it starts reversing before it hits that high, the probability is going to lower, and it might turn into an M. Tech is a scary sector. To the uninitiated. ATR is pretty high for a bank holiday. 30-point candles. 40. Yeah, and this one candle was like almost 40 points. So 40 points on average. Do you link your trading view to Tradevate? Negative. Trading view is too clunky for me when I'm getting into trades, so I just like to quickly execute it on Tradevate itself. Oh, just the 8:30 candle. That makes sense. Yeah, Abhilash. So trading view is cool to chart. I don't really like trading on it. it takes too long to get into a trade and to get your trade ready. I have on my other screen Tradeovate, so I'm just executing the trades there. It's a lot quicker and more efficient. Red folder movement on a not red folder day. Yep. Phil, the game changer of trading commodities and other asset classes is trading oil and paying for gas, or paying for your gas for a year in advance through trading oil. I always enjoy that. Morning, Carmel. Yeah, Phil, you want to go buy some Wagyu steak? Go trade, I forgot what the ticker is, but you can go trade cows. Definitely a game changer. What is the ticker? I always forget. Moo. Let's see. So we got natural gas, 10-year, copper. If for you coffee lovers, you can go trade coffee. Let's do a US. If you like corn, you can go trade corn, soybeans. Oh, cocoa futures went crazy the last few months from what I heard. You can trade hog or pigs if you want. Yeah, there we go. Cattle futures. Hold on, where's that cocoa ticker? That thing went from 7,400. Sheesh. 70% gain. That's wild. That was in November. If your chocolate started costing more, now you know why. Sugarcane. It's very Caribbean of you, Brown. I would do the same. Yeah, that data is crazy. 120 a month, but the profits will surely make up for it, so. It's not a problem. Morning, Isaias. What's the ticker for YM on TOS? Kia, it's / YM. So for futures on TOS, it's always forward and then whatever the ticker is. So if you want to trade Russell, it's M2K or RTY, how I have it in the chat. In your case, you should be doing MYM if you want to trade YM. Or if you want to trade S&P / MES, you should stick to the micros for now as you understand it, even though you're just paper trading. But I'd imagine you're going to be using micros when you first start anyway. And make sure your extended data is on, because technically the market is closed, so you're not going to see anything open up at 9:30. That was a nice kid in play as well. You know, just the one tick difference, which I'll accept. I'll have to write that down. To the people that are watching on YouTube, I don't talk much during my live streams unless I see something. You're welcome to ask questions, but other than that, I just sit and wait. Bitcoin hit an all-time high last night. That TTO completed on the weekly time frame. What the heck happened to my chart? I just hit right click and that's it. I have an indicator. Oh, you mean Doc's cloud indicator? Yeah. I'm testing it for him.
Just hit the back arrow, Advent. Hit it back a couple times until it undoes it. It works for everything.
Oh, what? Hold on. There we go. I guess that fixed it. Now let's go back to Bitcoin. That was weird. Yeah, the TTO completed on the weekly on Bitcoin, finally. It only took Trump stock to go up 1,000,000% overnight. Monday things going on. Yep. Sorry for the newbie question, but why are there 4 charts up? What am I looking at? I'm not sure what you may be looking at, but I have 4 charts up because I want to see 4 different time frames so I can, as opposed to doing this. Doing. All right, cool. What's the 15-minute doing? All right, what's the 30-minute doing? And just cycling one by one. It's very time consuming. So it makes it easier just to see everything at the same time. So if one setup is setting up on one time frame, I can take a trade on that one. If another one is setting up on another time frame, I can take a trade on that one. Like if I just had the 15-minute up or the 30-minute, I wouldn't have seen this TTO on the 5-minute. I didn't take it, but still wouldn't have noticed it. And you can put whatever time frames work for you. This is just what I do. I already marked the 4-hour on the chart, so I already know that if price breaks above this, the 4-hour is bullish. If it breaks below this, the 4-hour is bearish. And if it's inside here, the 4-hour is an inside bar. So technically, maybe, Brown, maybe. Did you say TTO? What's that? Do you know me from my group or from 100K's group? Gotcha. Your username is a little weird. A TTO is a triangle layout, which is a pullback before price continues in the direction of the trend. So if you haven't already, go into the mentorship and go to the playbook section and the strategy section. And there's a video specifically geared towards the TTO section, or the TTO setup anyway. Up to. Other setups are you expecting on the higher time frame? For the 1 hour, I really just trade either the kid and play, or sometimes it'll print a W, which is very, very, very rare. But I really for the kid and play setup, and that's pretty much it. Specifically with extended hours on. I don't trade futures, just working from home, gathering knowledge for options trading tomorrow. Oh, of course, man. You should definitely look into futures. It'll change your life. No theta, no extra fat you got to worry about. You're just buying and selling. I do still trade options almost every day, but futures is my new home. Would you say that one is more profitable than the other? Futures and options, not really. To me, every time I get that question, it's really a subjective question, because there's people who make more money than me trading options and trading futures, but it's really subjective to your account size, right? I could be more profitable with some trading regular stock with a $100,000 account compared to somebody trading options with a $2,000 account. So to me, they're all profitable. It really just depends on how much money you have in the account. I would probably answer that question in a different way, where you can make more money with a lower amount of money trading options and futures compared to just regular stock, because you're using leverage at the end of the day, right? So if I buy one share of, let's say, SPY for $400, it needs to move $1 for me to make $1. Whereas for futures, if I'm trading a micro futures contract, it's what, like $50 on Tradevate for a micro. For every point that MES moves, I make $5. So you can make more with a lower amount of money. course. If you're not familiar with futures, I have a video. Where do I have it? In what playlist? Let me switch my window. On the YouTube channel, if you go to trainings and walkthroughs, that playlist is a video on introduction to futures you can check out. I'll post the link in the chat. Orb near the BF line. Yep. Negative 4.5 deviation. I think I still have to add that one. I think I only got up to like -3 or the 3 deviation that Omari gave, or whichever one that he gave me. -6. That would be very nice. Emmanuel, one thing that I have to test, since I haven't tested it too much, I've taken maybe like 3 or 4 extended hours broadening formations, because we draw them on regular hours. They have worked in the past, taking like extended hours broadening formation reversals. I just have to test it more to get more data on it. Kid and play on the 5-minute on M2K. I want to say yes, but the tick difference is 2 ticks. I generally just give it enough room for 1 tick difference. So if it's not the same open and close, the maximum I'll let it do is like 1 tick difference. I'll definitely watch it with you. So if you were to take the trade, it'll look something like this. I'm not getting in this trade for those who are looking at my screen. I'm just playing it out since it doesn't meet my full requirements. Yeah, this setup is invalidated because it broke that body. If it ever breaks the body before it triggers, that is no longer a kid and play. It cannot break this body at all. If it does, don't take it, even if it does trigger down. Because the stop loss is always at the body. Hey, good morning, Ro. For those who want to trade futures, today's a great day to paper trade and get some practice, since I'm sure you guys will be focused on trading options tomorrow. Sweet. Same exact setups you always take, just futures instead of options. Sounds good, Lynn. I've heard Randy Jackson, but never heard Kid and Play. Is that the strat? The Kid and Play is the name for a setup that I indirectly discovered through Brown, because he kept on posting this like 1 hour reversal, and I've noticed that the candle patterns were pretty much exactly the same every time. If you go to the what channel is it? If you go to the futures trade setups in the futures chat, there's a screenshot that I posted in there on the Kid and Play, I think. Yeah, there's a screenshot in there that you'll find. The Kid and Play name, you can thank Ace for that one. Yep, yeah, that Ace. I like to be poetic, and sometimes with the setups names, and I couldn't think of one. And he's like, that's the Kid and Play. And I'm like, all right. The idea is for the short version, the first big candle has a short wick, and the second candle has a big wick. So, Kid and Play, one has short hair, the other one has tall hair. Yeah, gotta explore. Everything you guys need to succeed is in the Discord. Just gotta look around. Now you gotta listen to some Kid and Play rap. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch the movie this week in honor of all the money that they've indirectly made me in the markets. Looks like ES is coming down. YM is coming down. Russell is still hanging out. Hasn't come down yet. They added MSTR to Russell? When? I've definitely been out of loop. The small caps definitely do. Well, learned something new today. Good morning, Patrice. Patrice, by the way, you can join us on the Zoom that I put in the features chat if you don't want to hang out on YouTube. I leave that up to you. Let's see if the top of that TTO holds and takes us higher. No. Let me know, Mr. Crystal Ball. I'll get in a trade with you. You just got to tell me what price you got in, and I'll find an entry. Talking about no and not giving us his crystal ball predictions. See how it is.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Patrice. 939 was entry. Sweet. Now, today's the day to practice futures, Patrice. You can paper trade it a little bit.
I just got out of a live trade. Mini MES.
Very nice. You took a long or a short?
Took a short.
Sweet. Welcome to the club. Finally. Only took like 3 years.
Tell me about it.
He has been converted to the no theta gang.
You have, or I have. I haven't touched an option since the last time me and you talked.
That's going to be Kia next. Once she starts messing around with MES and M2K, I'm never going to see a screenshot with the future, with the options trade. You can configure the platform, take profit here, sell there, and just walk away and go about your business. No theta if it takes forever to hit the targets. Is MYM a valid TTO if it breaks up? Sure, it can be a valid TTO. I wouldn't take it because this is not a clean TTO for me. We can see this TTO over here, right? It's like a gradual move up and then a gradual move down. This one is just a sharp move up and then a gradual move to the downside. So I personally don't like those, and I wouldn't be confident in it, at least from what I've seen in my journals and screenshots of TTOs that I avoid. I want more of like a triangle, right? This is more like an N, or a lowercase n anyway. Got a Momo shooter printing on the 5-minute on MYM. MAGA coin making a casual 1.8 million% increase overnight. Wild. I would hope they are. If I'm up 1,000,000%, I'm quitting life. I'm disappearing forever. Yeah, I just treat meme coins like penny stocks. Just buy the rumor, sell the news, take your profits, because for penny stocks, you got offerings and, getting dumped on. Penny stocks basically just getting dumped on. So you want to get in and out and go about your business, especially if something is already up like over 5,000% in like 3 hours. I know the people who are, if anybody in here got into any of those coins, I think you have to pay like $100 to $200 in fees just to even get into the trade. So at least what I heard, I could be wrong. So whoever's collecting all those fees, they're making a killing. It reminds me, Brown, of like back in the day when like brokerage firms used to charge crazy commissions. Nowadays, of course, with retail trading and online trading, it's decreased, but looks like crypto is having that same structure. I remember there was a coin that my cousin told me to get into like 2 years ago. I made like 500% and I was happy, but it cost me like $300 in Ethereum fees just to get in and out of the trade. Patrice, your mic is up. Yeah, and then if the platform gets overwhelmed, now you can't even sell, and now you're stuck in a trade because of volatility. It's like when penny stocks get halted or when stocks get halted. That's why I tell people when you get into that, you got to be in and out. I'm not here for a long time, just for a good time. And then my cousin calls me yesterday. He's like, "Yo, bro, did you see Trump coin? I was gonna get it at $10, and now it's at 70. I'm gonna get some." I'm like, hold off on getting some and look at the chart tomorrow. And then he calls me this morning. He's like, "Yep, you were right." I'm like, "Yep, you just wanted to get in because of FOMO." I'm like, just look at the chart. What setup are you taking to get into that? And then someone in my group, they're like, "Yeah, I'm holding. When Trump talks, it's going to pump up." I'm like, all right, let me know how that goes. You definitely did, Maya. That's why I don't actively trade crypto. My sleeping schedule goes out the window. I'll be up to like 2 a.m. And then if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll check and see what it's doing and look for another setup. So I'm like, I just stopped actively trading crypto. I just swing trade it. It's a lot more relaxed. we can all enter in on this 61 fib and get close to Omari's entry. Not that I will. I am curious of what it looks like. Omari, what are you targeting? For the short? 43899. Oh, basically my 15-minute level. Nice. Pretty much the high of this CTO. With adding TradingView to Tradeovate, did I hear you mention that you do not have to pay for both subscriptions? Correct. If you're paying for the subscription on Tradeovate, it just translates, it pulls it from Tradeovate in TradingView. So you don't need to double dip. Kia, do you have extended hours on both? On your, what's the difference? Send me a screenshot or a picture if you can. I'll look it up myself and see what TOS is showing. Let's see what we got. $9.11. Yeah, it seems to be matching up for me. It's like it's a little delayed. It looks like on, actually, never mind, it's on point. Yeah, I have the same exact price. What ticker symbol are you watching on TOS? You have to make sure that you're on the current contract, which should be MYMH25. Is Schwab a good place to trade futures? Absolutely not. They require you to have 25,000 minimum in the account, and the prices for the contracts are crazy expensive. It's like $1,600 for like an MYM contract when I could just pay $50 of margin on Tradeovate. So I'm personally not a fan. And the fees are crazy. They charge you $225 or $450 round trip. If you're trading minis, that's pretty relaxed. But they also hit you with that for micros. So per micro, $4.50 round trip, which is insane. Where Tradeovate is like $1 or like $1.30 round trip for micros. So unless you're catching like 50, 100-point moves, it's not even worth it on Thinkorswim. Sure, you know, you can do what I did and just give them your prop firm trade log and be like, hey, I want to trade with you guys, but your fees are too high. These are all my trades. Can you lower the fee? And they took mine down to like 1.80 or 1.90, I think. I still don't trade on TOS, but something that you can do if you are inclined to trade on it. But the other ones are better. NinjaTrader, Tradeovate. I think people use like Quant Tower, AMP. I've only ever used Tradeovate, so I can't speak on the others. But yeah, unless you're trading minis, I don't really care too much for TOS. And they make it complicated. You have to like open up like attach your futures account to like your brokerage account. It's like, let me just trade in the one account. Anyway, congratulations, Mr. Crystal Ball. You got your 899. Sweet. 185 is not bad. For micros, though, it's like $18 per 10. What is it? Actually, maybe a little more. Yeah, like 18, 20 bucks per 10 micros. One direction. It's a lot, in my opinion. $17.76 for 4-round trip for 4 micros. That's crazy. I would just trade on Tradeovate because that's insane. 4 micros, 17, almost $18 round trip for 4 micros on Tradeovate round trip. That'll be like $8, $9. Yeah, like $3 on Top Step Back. Super chill.
I'm in a short on MES.
When did you get in on that H?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Sitting at about 6 points. If YM goes to 822, so pretty much this low. We did close under that 15-minute level with some of the displacement candle, and it might create a fair value gap. What are you feeling, Emmanuel? I don't like that wick on the bottom of the 5-minute candle. Probably the only thing that'll keep me out of the trade.
Advent,
Yep,
good morning, and thank you for doing this.
of course.
I'm so sorry I had to step away as soon as you started answering my question about TradingView. And I thought I heard you say that you can pay for one and didn't need to double dip when it came to TradingView and Tradeovate.
Yeah.
Am I correct on that?
Yep, you can just pay on Tradeovate and it'll just translate into TradingView since it's pulling the data from Tradeovate.
Which subscription?
It depends what you want to trade. If you just want to trade like the main ones, a CME, it has like MES, Let's see. So the CME futures, which I should know by heart, is Tech, ES, YM is. So if you're going to trade just Russell, you can get CME data. If you want
Okay,
to
that's
trade
the
like
one I have.
YM and stuff, you can have to get the CBOT. I just get the bundle. It's like $12 a month for everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if not, I think it's like $5 or $7 just for CME data.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, Russell's finally getting dumped on. Where? It's down like 12 points from 10 minutes ago. All right. What's that level? 899. If you have delayed data on TradingView, please go watch the video on futures, because if it has a yellow D next to it, your data is delayed and you're 15 minutes behind. All right, Emmanuel, I placed my trade. Where is my call out box?
I tagged you in an RTY photo in futures chat. You want to take a look at it? Maybe my screen is different.
Bro, you're on the 1 hour. I'm looking at the 5 minute. Yeah, your data is definitely not delayed. I'm just looking at the 5 minute. Oh, whoops. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Piggybacking on your conversation about coins and brokerage fees. What about it? Here to learn. Oh, gotcha. Are you waiting for the retest at the 15-minute mark? Yes, sir. It's exactly what I'm doing. I don't take the stop versions unless I'm trading options. I only take the retest version on futures. Damn, Omari, you might need to go touch some grass in 6 points. Speaking of which, the sun's out. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Never mind, it's too cold in Florida. Let's go sit outside. I'll take my 2 minutes. You're punching air right now. I'm canceling this order because it hit 100 points, and if it hits 100 points before it fills me, the probability decreases by a lot. So this trade is being taken off. Bro, it's 44 degrees right now in Florida. Unacceptable. I left New York to avoid this, and here I am back in it. Kia, the futures video is -2 in Milwaukee. Shout out to you, Kels. Couldn't be me. I grew up in the Dominican Republic. This is not my natural habitat. Give me 70 to 90 degree weather every day. When it gets under like 35 and the wind is like 20, 30 miles per hour. That's the cold that takes your soul. 34 in South Carolina, good luck. I don't miss none of that. You just got to deal with hurricanes. So it's a good trade-off. Thankfully, my area doesn't get it bad. The last real bad hurricane that like messed up Tampa, nothing happened in my area, thankfully. Just like, some branches on the floor, leaves everywhere. That's pretty much it. You didn't think it got that cold in Florida? Oh, neither did I. And then my dad, when I moved down here, he's like, "Did you bring your coat?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, you're gonna have to bring your coat from New York." Let's see. So this Saturday, it's going to be a low of 34 degrees, and it's going to be low 41 until Thursday, and it's going to be raining, which is always fun. The ocean breeze. I live in Central Florida. I have no ocean, just swamps, alligators. Patrice, you should be sitting very nicely on that MES short.
I am. And I'm looking to get out. Mm.
12 points? Sheesh.
Out. I'm out.
My target was always 10 points a day, and you hit
Mhm.
that in about, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes? Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
I didn't know how to move my stop loss.
You're using Tradeovate?
Yeah.
You could just do it on the chart directly. Literally, you just like click on drag and drop the stop loss, and you can move it wherever you want.
Okay. Is there a way, if you're taking more than one contract, is there a way to have a stop on one of those contracts with Tradeovate?
Yes, sir. Let me show you. Let me bring up my screen real quick. You just have to make like an ATM setting that has different sets of contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to MYM. Let me switch my screen over. You guys can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so in the ATM settings, I might have a preset one. Yeah, so MYM 5+5. So there's one set of 5 contracts and another set of 5 contracts. So let me save that. Make sure you have the same amount of contracts that you're actually getting into the trade.
Okay.
And let's say I have a sell order sitting here. Well, let me zoom in. Let me do a buy order down here, actually. So you can see when I hover over it, it already has the 2 sets of take profit on above where it says new in green, right? So, and then down here it has 5, but if I move this, is the other contract, the other set. So
Gotcha.
let's say let's say we went long. Let me move this over here. let's say we went long over here, and I want to take some off over here at this high. I'll just move one set to that high, take profit, and then the other set to wherever else your target may be. And then
Gotcha.
after one set gets taken off, you're just going to have one set remaining. Please record this. I'll make a video, Brown, for it. But I think in the ATM settings, I have it, but I'll make like a short clip for this and I'll put it in the chat later. But yeah, basically you get the different sets. So once one set gets taken off, you have one remaining on the 5, right? So in your case, let me do this with one in case I get filled. Trying to be adventurous. So in your case, whoops, let's do 2. So you went short here, and you can move your stop losses to wherever your stop loss would be. And if you had one target being taken off at this low, you would move one of them to the low. So that contract would have been taken out. And then now that contract is left, and let's say you were targeting this low for the next target, and you want to trail your position, you have one contract left with the set. So you can just trail it every time the candles close. So I'll move it there, then I'll move the next one there. And then in this case, because this candle closed, then I'll move that next one down here. So if it does reverse, I get out with, the last set of the contract, if that made sense.
It does.
Cool. So you can use that to scale out and adjust your position sizes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Brown, technically, since I'm streaming on YouTube, it's recorded on YouTube. It's about around the 120, 123 mark, if you want to make a note of it. Oh, to do all of them, like all the tickers for the setting. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I wasn't gonna do it for all of them. That would take me a little while. Can you trade futures on your phone? Yes, you can. I don't recommend it though.
I second that.
It can go south real fast. Especially Tradeovate is like super clunky. It's like it's not even worth it. Get like a tablet or something if you're so inclined to trade on a mobile device. I was testing it out once, and I thought I was on my paper account, and I was not on my paper account, and I was upset.
All right, I'm about to head out. When's your next time you're gonna be on recording?
Tuesdays and Fridays, same time, 9:15 a.m. Eastern to 12 noon. So we'll be on tomorrow again and Friday.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Enjoy your day. Take your money and go home. Don't give a penny back.
Absolutely. I'm out.
Later.
Later.
Yeah, options. Like, yeah, you can trade futures on your phone, sure. It's just that depending on the platform, it could be a little clunky. I do love Top Step's mobile platform. It's pretty cool. I've messed around with it a little bit, even though I trade on my computer mainly, but just to see what it's like, I mess around with it on my phone. That's probably the most efficient mobile app for futures. Granted, it's for a prop firm, but that I've seen. I would argue even for TradingView as well, since Top Step is similar to TradingView. So, but Tradeovate, I definitely don't recommend, especially since Apex bought out Rhythmic and Tradeovate. It's been having all these shenanigans for the mobile app, all these ghost orders opening up. Yeah, Trade Locker is super cool as well. Definitely like that one too, Ro. For those who trade Forex, super good. Are these stocks that we are seeing negative? This is futures. This is the Dow Jones futures chart that you're looking at on the screen. The stock market is closed, so no stocks are moving today, just futures and Forex, I believe. Oh yeah, RTY is getting obliterated. That thing is down like what, 23 points? That last candle, 10-point candle in 5 minutes, wild. Yeah, Nizzy, if you go up on the chat, I'm not sure if it still has the previous chat before you got in. There's a video in the trainings and walkthrough section in the Discord. I mean, not in the Discord, in my YouTube channel, in that playlist. There's a video for futures. It's the third one that you can check out if you're not familiar with futures. Yeah, Kia, you'll have to pay for data on TradingView. It's probably better off that you just pay per trade on Thinkorswim. If you have a little like a yellow D next to the ticker, that means that the data is delayed. That probably makes sense on why your numbers weren't matching up. Because I'm like, I see the same price on TOS and TradingView for me. This is, whoever was asking me about the kid and play, this is pretty much just a reverse kid and play with the big wick and the no wick, and then it reverses. But this is more so for the long version that I'll look for, a long wick and then no wick on the next candle. Of course, Ashley cashing the 3,000 point move on MYM. Right at the top, as always. I need whatever crystal ball she's using. She's up 220 points. Wild. Could be a kid in play on the 5-minute on YM. Has the same open and close. The body's not solid enough though. Let's watch it and see how it pans out. Yeah, that body's like super small. A 15-minute is printing one as well. Yeah, the open and close is the same. A 15-minute will probably give you a better kid and play setup. I don't like that little body on the 5-minute one. Carmel, where do you draw your fib level from? Did he draw it like this? From these 2 points? From the high to the wick low? From the 5-minute candle? We might need a screenshot.
Sorry, I completely typed the wrong thing. From the 8:30 low to the high of the day.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, pretty much where I had it. So right over there with the sniper entry. All right. See you.
Gonna look for it to push up to the high again, and I'll probably exit there if this 5-minute candle reacts well.
It looks pretty good. Solid body with no wick on the bottom.
If I can't get a 5-minute 3-bar morning star, I'm gonna wait for a 4-bar morning star and then see what I'll do from there.
Sounds like a solid plan. We're gonna need a master class on the 4-bar morning star and the 3-bar morning star.
Negative.
We may need to settle for a cheat sheet.
Mike could do that.
We'll be patiently waiting. In the meantime, let's see what the internet says. Got 3 minutes until the candle closes. About a 30-point stop loss on the 15-minute kid and play. As long as it doesn't break, well, it already broke 06. Oops. Let's keep that there.
If this 5-minute candle closes big, that'll actually be a 4-bar morning star.
I can see what you mean. Ro, what I'm going to assume what a 4-bar morning star is is you get 1 bar, Morningstar bar, 3rd bar, 4 bar. But it just has to close strong, as Carmel says, to be a 4 bar Morningstar, at least from what I can assume. There we go. Masterclass is completed. A W would definitely be nice, even though it's a little weird looking. I was looking to get into the 15-minute get and play, but that candle's way too big for me to get in. 5-minute one was decent, apparently, in hindsight. I just don't like that little body. The body has to be bigger for me anyway. "30-minute is a kid and play." More so the 15-minute. It's like a reverse one with the little wick and long body. The 30-minute could be one as well. "30-minute just triggered." It's a TTO as well on the 30-minute. You need 10,000 by 8 p.m.
Nothing too major.
I'm definitely on board with that, Omari. Emmanuel, did you get in on the 30-minute one? Yeah, I was responding to a message and I got distracted. Randy will be disappointed in me. He might tell me to go exercise. I'm not taking the orb because it already hit the 100 points. I'll watch it with you. I'm not going to get into it though. Well, if anybody got into the kid and play on the 15-minute, you are up about 50 points. The 30-minute, you're up about 25 points. If you got in with the Carmel special, you're up about 100 points, I think. Actually, no, more than that. 120 points. I took that 2-2 on the 5-minute for MYM. Price had a hammer off the 1-hour candle low. This one over here, Alec, this reversal right here that I'm hovering over. Yeah, you pretty much took the 5-minute kid and play that I didn't take. If that body was a little bigger, I would have taken it myself because that was perfect. But I must follow my rules and my parameters. Hey, Sam. I do these every Tuesdays and Fridays. So live trading from Tuesday, Friday, 9:15 a.m. to 12 noon. I'm just doing it today because I was in a good mood yesterday. For those who missed it, my dad made me some oxtail, and I love when he cooks. Super delicious. W's in the chat. Yeah, that rabo guisado, freaking 10 out of 10. Yeah, my dad is super bougie. If you saw my Instagram post, he's very fancy with it. He's like, oh, it didn't come out that well. I'm like, bro, if this is not that well, I will be waiting for the perfection because that was amazing. Definitely a fan. You were in the house while I was eating. Be like, hey, Dad, everybody wants you to make me oxtail on Sunday so I can live trade Monday with him. Joke's on you because he gave me the rest. Got a volume imbalance on the 5-minute on YM. You were rejected to get in twice, so you got in market. What did you get in on Rowan, M2K or MYM? And what's your entry price? What was the entry price that you got for M2K? Two, 3, 10, 30. 2, 3, 10, 30. Pretty much like on this candle right here. Usually what I do if I'm going to do like a strat trade or using like a stop order, the candle, we have a minute until the candle closes. So I'll literally just see what the price is. I have my order just waiting like this, right? And I won't place the order yet because the candle needs to close. So in this case, I'll just have the candle looking like this, or the order sitting. And then as soon as that candle closes, then I'll immediately press the order. Because if it closes and then you're fumbling to get into the trade, you're going to miss it. And then you need to use a limit order if it even pulls back to get you in, or a market, which I wouldn't do. Because, you know, especially for futures, you get that slippage. Definitely not a fan. So let's say in this example, if you're looking for a short, right? It might be a little challenging because it's pretty much right there at the bottom. So we got what? 12.5. So I would put the order here. Whoops. One tick above there. And then as soon as the candle closes, which it just did, I put the order. That way I don't get left behind. Sometimes as soon as you press it, it'll just leave you. So it's just practice. You'll get used to it. I kind of had to get used to it in this regard, because for options, I just do like a market buy or a buy the ask as soon as it triggers, or buy the bid, either one. So you just have to have the orders ready for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Can they bless us with a W? That would be great. I am not in this trade for real, so nobody follow me. I was just showing Ro an example. And for those who don't know about futures, that's pretty much it. The order's set. I'm going to make $9.50 in fake money, or I'm going to lose $18 in fake money. No theta, no Greeks, just in and out. And then you go about your business. Five-minute TTO. Oh yeah, to the downside. You mean a bearish TTO, Phil? I definitely don't see a good 5-minute TTO at all, unless you mean that reversal that just happened about 10 minutes ago. That pullback is way too steep to be a TTO for me. It dries out your contacts. It definitely will. Interesting. Can we get a 4-hour Momo hammer? Well, the market closes in 2 hours, so I highly doubt it. It might close as a hammer, sure, but can't really take it after that. till 6 p.m. tonight. Carmel, if you let a 120-point move go red, I'm gonna have to take your phone away and term some position for you. Because you were like, yeah, I'm getting in here, waiting for high of day. I'm like, you're not gonna take anything until 200 points. Shout out to you if it works. I just can't see $1,000 go back to 200 or back to entry. My heart would hurt. Very nice. Omari, she's on Ashley level. That's some Ashley stuff right there. Ashley will be like, yeah, just gonna be targeting 300 points. Oh, hey guys, I hit 400. I'm gonna go enjoy my day. I'll be back in the afternoon. I'm like, what? I'm done for like 3 days if I catch a 400-point move on YM. Ashley and Carmel Masterclass 2025. I'm here for it. Putting it out in the universe. We'll all reconvene after tax season. Yeah, Kels is in and out. She's been super quiet being in here with us. Yeah, if it works for you, definitely keep on doing it. I can't handle seeing 100 points go red or coming back to entry. Oh, we're definitely bullish on the 5-minute for the bullish market structure. Looks like we might just chop the rest of for the next 15 minutes. Let's see.
And now Grace can just start.
What was that? Or did you turn on your mic by mistake?
I was saying now Grace can just started, so I can see the mark chopping around for a while.
Yeah, we just have about an hour until the market closes, an hour and 13 minutes. So we'll see. Well, realistically, there's probably not going to be anything that's going to happen in the next 9 minutes. So I'm going to cut the stream off early and go enjoy my lunch. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. I'll drop the Zoom link in the futures chats. Enjoy your day, everybody. Of course. Later, YouTube.